Hey everybody, Kiwi here, and today I have a video for you which is my BfA pre-patch character showcase. I know a lot of you in my original one back from February when I really started making WoW content were asking me about doing a character showcase when BfA came out. Well, the pre-patch, if this video gets done in time, is tomorrow. So I figured this would be the greatest time to do one. And most of you should notice that High Gel is now higher than Airy Peak. To explain is I have fully transferred to playing Horde. I have switched from Alliance to Horde. For the few reasons of I raid. That's the main thing I do in WoW. I do Mythic raiding now. Nobody does Mythic raiding on Alliance. Truth of a fact. Nobody. So I moved my druid, Lycos, my original druid, over to Horde. And since then I have mainly played now on Horde because I found a guild I like. And it's just going to be hard because a lot of the friends I play who played on Airy Peak don't play a lot. So a lot of my characters I've moved, a lot of my more serious characters I've moved over to High Gel. I still have characters on Airy Peak as you can tell. But the first server we're going to look at is my High Gel server. If I click the right buttons. So, here's my druid. This is the druid I had when I was on Airy Peak. This is Lycos, whose name is now Lycora, because I decided to make her a High Mountain Tauren. This was when High Mountain Tauren had just come out. It was like literally right after they came out. And when I transferred her, I was like, ooh, I could be a High Mountain Tauren. I have them unlocked. Because I didn't care about the heritage armor. And I knew if I did another High Mountain Tauren at some point, I could get the heritage armor that way. So, High Mountain Tauren. If you guys are interested in my transmog, that is the heroic Trial of Valor set that drops off Helia at the end of the raid. I believe it's 100% drop rate at this point, but if you just run through Trial of Valor on heroic, you'll get this set. I personally like the set just because of the hoof guards, and I wore a similar set on Lycos. I think it was the normal set though. The difference being is she is not going to be my main for BfA. I will be maining current Korra. You'll notice a theme with all my characters because my guild asked me to do this. So they kind of knew who I was. So all of my characters on Horde are Kern. They have Korra, not Kern. They have Korra in them. But I will be maining a survival hunter for BfA so long as I enjoy it. I'm going to play it a lot during the pre-patch, see how I like it. I wanted to try something different this time. And I thought they were doing a big change to survival hunter, and I really like melee characters. I don't care for ranged. It just doesn't feel right to me. And I wanted to try something new, something different. And the cooler part is I think, be one of the only hunters in my raid group. So I thought it'd be cool if I did a kind of survival main and then a marksman off spec. So she will be my main. I will keep names are hard. Like Korra up. I'll keep her as a secondary because if I don't like survival at any point, something happens, I don't like it. My guild has said you're free to change back to like Korra so long as she is leveled. So I will be keeping her leveled along with my shaman. Oh, and if you want to, before I forget, this is the season 3 and 4 combatant set for Legion, if you want to know what the transmog is. A lot of my transmogs are sets, just because I prefer it. My shaman's is not. This is Amula, who probably will get changed eventually once I have the $10 to change her name. She was already 100 when I changed everybody's names. But she is my shaman. There's nothing strange about her. I had a boost for free from something, and I boosted a shaman because I didn't have a shaman. As if you guys remember, I did not have a level 100 shaman or 110 shaman at the time. So I boosted her. The transmog set is a mix of, I think, some pieces that you find in High Mountain when you're leveling, as well as some pieces from Stormheim when you're leveling. And I really like this hood, the hood with the fur. So I tried to find as many pieces as I could to match it. And I did my best. I think it looks pretty good. I almost wish I had a better chest and pants set, but this is the best I got. So then we go on to my Demon Hunter. I had her. She was level 110 last time, and there's nothing different about her. I will probably keep her leveled as well for BfA, just so I was a nub for Legion. I originally in Legion decided, hey, I'm gonna level just one character. I really need one. I found that really boring after a while, because then I had nothing to do. So then I was like, alright, let me level all of them! In my dumb newbie mind. That proved to be too much. I was like, okay, this is way too many characters to keep track of, and I never got anything done. So what I tried after that is in Legion, I had all of the tanks, all 4 of the tanks geared, because at that time, I was a tank main. And I liked having that, about 6 characters that I had. These are the 6 I did everything on. These are the ones I kept up. But it was so late in the expansion, it was hard to keep them up with my druid, who has already done all that stuff. So I figured out at that point, I should just wait for BfA, then pick like 4 characters that I have geared, and then use those 4. And it's nice because now I have 2 tanks, 2 healers, and 4 DPS, because everyone has a DPS spec. So, this is kind of the good set. I like. She is wearing, I think, the Season 2 Gladiator set for Legion. I'm not 100% sure. There will be a little blurb on the screen if I'm wrong. And the rest of the characters are just placeholders, so I can keep the names. Especially you, because you're going to be a Magkar Orc once I get access to it. I will also be making a Magkar Warlock. That's why there is no Warlock here, because I don't know what I've decided on the name for. But we're gonna jump back to Airy Peak, because there are still characters on Airy Peak. These are ordered differently. These are ordered in, like, if you go into the characterization in that order, that's how they're ordered. But this is my Warrior Sabi. She's wearing a PvP set. I think it's the Season 4 Gladiators for Warrior. A blurb will be on screen if I'm wrong. But the shield and sword are ones you can buy off the Vindicar, because I like the purple, it kind of matches, and I like the simple design of the swords. She still looks like a bug-eyed chihuahua. I'm really, really excited. Super excited for that change. They said they're upgrading the Goblin and Worgen models, so I'm really, really hoping they do pretty good, so the female Worgen don't look like bug-eyed chihuahuas anymore. Svetlana, my paladin. I turned her into a Lightborn paladin, and I probably will never transfer her to Horde. She'll always be on an Alliance server. At some point, I probably will move off Airy Peak fully, even if I leave like my paladin and a few characters that are Alliance stay Alliance, but I will probably move to a more Alliance heavy server at some point. So I have Ruja. She is my rogue. She's wearing another PvP set. I think this is the 5 and 6 set. I know it's the counterpart to the Tomb set. She was my BfA pre-patch or pre-release boost. I really wanted to try one of the Void Elves. I like her design, but I just don't play on Alliance much, and I'm not the biggest rogue fan. Ironically, I play a feral druid, but yet I don't care for rogue. It's kind of the hilarity of it. There's Illyria. She's also wearing the PvP variant for the Tomb of Sargeras set. I liked a lot of the Tomb of Sargeras sets, so I bought a lot of the PvP variants. But she's Simple Priest. She was originally a Horde character. I moved her. I think actually in my last character video she was Horde. I moved her over to Alliance because I had at the time I was raiding with the Alliance Guild, but then they moved and I just didn't have the money to transfer with them, so when I did, I just went Horde to try it. My Panda Monk, or not my monk, my Panda Mage, not much has changed. I did get the hidden appearance for the Fire Mage sword, which I find really, really, really pretty. This is the Season 2 Classic WoW set. It's kind of hard to find a outfit that a mage wears that looks good on a panda. Kind of hard. So I decided to just work with this. I know the textures are like really outdated, but maybe there'll be one in BfA I like that I'll put him in. Who knows? We have Ludwig, my Warlock. He's wearing, that's the Warlords of Draenor last, like it's very last season combatant set. Because, again, it's hard to find a set that a Worgen Warlock can wear that looks good. The funny story with the crown is the crown is still there because I got it as a drop, and I put it on because it was better for what I had. And it just looked funny because it's a Worgen in a crown. I don't remember where the staff is from. I really don't. I apologize. I'll probably have a blurb on screen. Here is my Alliance main now, is my Monk. Since I moved my Druid, the Monk was the second highest I had. So I decided that for the time being on my Alliance server, he is my main. He has all my gold, all my auctioning, he has everything. He's currently in Brewmaster. I have other sets for him, but this is I think this is the normal Trial of Valor set you get for running the dungeon. I believe this is the set. And it matches really well because the blues work really well with that is the Mage Tower appearance for Brewmaster. If I'm wrong, there will be a blurb on screen. And then I have my Death Knight, who recently just got the Unholy Mage Tower appearance, which is the last Mage Tower I ever did. I could get done. So I have about 9 of the Mage Towers done, which I'm happy with. But I wish I could have got more. I didn't get any of the healing ones. I could not do it. And I kudos to anyone who can, but I am not a healing main in this game. And he's just kind of wearing the armor you get as you level as a Death Knight because, again, it's very hard to find transmog sets that work for Worgens. More so for Death Knights, because everything's like blue. And I wanted to find a red set to match the sword. Couldn't find one. I couldn't find one I liked. And then last, we have my Alliance Demon Hunter. She's wearing, I think it's a set you get while you level up. I know it's one you get in early Legion. I just always liked it on her. I just think it looks good. And I have the flaming glaives to go with it because it's purple. Not much to say. Just, she's my Demon Hunter. It's the only class I have honored on both servers is my Demon Hunters. But I know there wasn't a lot more to talk about on my Alliance server because they're currently being either transferred to Horde or probably going to get moved to another Alliance server. I don't know which one yet. It's just that Airy Peak doesn't have anything. Compared to like High Gel, there's just not a lot there. I know some people ask like, why didn't you move to like Illidan or something like that, where it's like super populated? The problem is right here is Illidan and a lot of the really high servers. Like I know my Alliance guild moved to Proudmoore. They're always full, so you always worry that, oh, maybe I won't be able to log in at a time. I wanted a higher population server, but not one that was overbearing. Originally, I moved to High Gel just because I knew my friends had characters on High Gel, and I knew it was a primarily the Horde server. So I moved there. I found a guild, Amnesty. They were super helpful, super nice. I love them to death. They're a really great WoW guild. And so I kind of just stayed, and I was like, when I started really looking, because I knew Airy Peak was small, I found that it has a decent raiding scene. Like, there's 50 plus mythic guilds that are in right now, while Airy Peak has, like, I don't even think 15. So, for all those who are asking, why didn't you move to Illidan when it was, like, super popular? I was like, I didn't want a super high pop server where I could get lost in the crowd, but I didn't want one where it was like, I only have 2 guilds to work with. As for what server, I was thinking of moving my Alliance characters to. My Alliance characters too. I know Proudmoore and Stormrage are both Alliance based. Sergaris is also Alliance based, but I haven't fully decided. I was thinking Lightbringer, but I've heard Lightbringer does not have a lot there. So for now, I'm just gonna stick stick them on Airy Peak. Because if I want to do alliance stuff, I know I have friends who wouldn't mind. I tag along. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this BfA pre-patch character showcase, and I'll see you all next time.